Today is episode 22 of season 7 of the Next Generation of Star Trek. Pretty wild how far we are in, over 300 reactions in the can, and we're still going. It's funny because in the grand scheme of things, I still am trying to wrap my head around the fact that both Deep Space Nine and Voyager have just as many episodes as the Next Generation. Like, that's just crazy to think about.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, 7 seasons and around the same number. I'm sure it's maybe not exactly the same, but I think about Next Generation. It just feels like this whole legacy, like this whole 7 season era, and it's like we're already jumping in with Deep Space Nine. Obviously, we'll get there, but then there for the Voyager went that long. It's like it's just crazy because this, in both ways, feels like it's taken so long. We've watched so many episodes, but also, it feels like it's been, oh man, that's it. That's the show. I don't know. It's a very weird feeling.
Yeah. What I can't wrap my head around is soon Deep Space Nine is going to be home base for us. Yeah. I mean, we've been riding high on the Enterprise for, two different Enterprises with the original and the Enterprise D, but now I can't imagine leaving the TNG crew, especially since that was the one we were trying to get to since we started. We wanted to get to Next Generation, and then fell in love with TOS while watching it. We're still excited about Next Generation, but fell in love with TOS, and now that's gone. The movies, whatever. And then the TV show's about to end, and just having the next new show to be based around Star Trek to be based around for us is being Deep Space Nine, and not the previous two. It's going to be really weird.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, but we're not there yet. We still have a handful of episodes. Hopefully they're good. Last episode we had a rare, I wouldn't say disagreement, but we had different levels of enjoyment of that last one, the Wesley episode. And we just have a few more left. So we got a Wesley goodbye. We did watch one more, didn't we? The Alexander, future Alexander episode was actually the last one.
That's right, yeah.
Which means I'm probably on the wrong one on this disc, because I think I just skipped past the Wesley one. Yeah, we watched this.
Yeah, we had the defector back to play adult Alexander. That was certainly an experience. That was another one where we talked about it briefly, where, okay, I think the best of Worf has happened. And I like how they didn't trust... you know what, let's do an Alexander episode, but let's bring in this amazing actor to do the heavy lifting for Alexander.
Yeah, Kid Alexander doesn't have to do much. Yeah, that was a good one in interesting ways, I guess. But will we get another character goodbye? Will Deanna leave the Enterprise? It's like, what would be the point? Like every character leaving. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Beam appears to contain holographic imaging information.
It's trying to project something. Isolate the bandwidth. Let the signal through the shields.
Oh, Ferengi.
Jason Vigo is as good as dead. I'm going to kill your son, Picard, just like you killed mine.
That's my exact reaction to that information.
Yeah, what?
So Picard killed a Ferengi 15 years ago, and he's a kid named Jason Vigo.
Instinctually, I would just think, oh, this Ferengi's wrong or whatever, but they showed Picard, swallowing when he started to say it, like he was having a reaction to it about him finding out. Please don't tell me they went to the Star Trek TOS movies and went, oh, hey, look, the worst decision they made, giving Kirk a son he knew about. Let's do that. Please how do you repeat that mistake twice?
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
No, there's got to be more to it.
Mr. Worf, put a tractor beam on that probe. Determine if it's safe to beam it on board. Mr. Data, see if there's any mention of a Jason Vigo in Federation records. You might start with Miranda Vigo. She was born on New Gaul about 50 years ago.
I had intercourse with her.
Like a bit older, huh? I think Picard is 55. 45.
Some people have said he was supposed to be 65 or something. Which I can't see it.
No. If anything, latest 50.
You mean right now or when the show started?
Right now.
The Ferengi government is debating an amendment to the rules of acquisition.
Hey.
Data found out that the woman you mentioned has a son named Jason. This is the most recent picture we could find.
Just a picture of Picard with hair.
He and his mother left Earth 12 years ago. They settled on Kmor 5, that's all we know. The planet's records are virtually non-existent.
Hey,
oh.
Picard to bridge. Set a course for the K-More system. Warp 5. Whether he's my son or not, he is in danger. Bok tried to kill me 6 years ago. I don't doubt that he will try to make good his threat against the boy.
Was Bach in season 1 of TNG?
Probably.
Was he one of the original Ferengi?
Maybe. But hear the score?
Yeah, it was a very TOS-esque score, almost a Ralph Sinensky-esque score. That's a director, Josh. I meant his episodes.
The individual appears to be approximately 2 kilometers beneath the planet's surface. Male, between 20 and 30 years old.
No one in their right mind would go that far underground alone.
Unless he were forced to.
Cave divers.
Seismic instability in the area. He is in danger.
Relay his coordinates to the transporter room. Have them beam him aboard.
Imagine this guy just all of a sudden, just cave diving, whatever he's doing, all of a sudden, just end up on this spaceship just out of nowhere.
Literally miles underground.
This is a Federation ship.
That's right. I'm Captain Picard. Jean-Luc Picard.
I realized I wasn't supposed to be splunking that cave.
Oh, he was. Wow.
My mother never told me who my father was.
Oh, boy.
Just that he was in Starfleet.
Oh!
She died a few years ago.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Beverly could probably do a blood test, right?
Probably do a DNA test in like 4 seconds.
If I'm not your son, is this person still going to want to kill me?
I doubt it.
In that case, you won't mind my saying that I hope you're not my father.
Oh, boy. Jesus.
And if it is a son, I like this idea of how different he is, like this adventurer. I mean, Picard was kind of like that.
That's how he was when he was a kid, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. Still got that hairline, though.
Am I gonna... Points to his head.
What do you do?
I'm between jobs right now.
I see.
Well, he had no father figure growing up, so...
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Doing
The
his best.
test results are ready if you'd like to hear them.
In the case of 23-year-old Jason Vigo, Jean-Luc Picard.
Your genetic code is a cross between the DNA of your mother, Miranda Vigo, and your father, Jean-Luc Picard.
Oh, the father! Oh! Whoa! Holy shit. Oh, my God.
Beverly, thank you for that dramatic reveal presentation.
She knows how to work. He is a kid. He is a kid.
I like him so far.
Yeah, he's fine.
It is weird.
It is weird. It's late in the game.
This is a Sylvan glyphstone. And, this is a golden prayer stick.
For the record, I don't think it's his son.
Jason, your being here, I hope it will give us the chance to get to know each other.
Oof.
It's a tough spot.
Yeah. Jason Picard.
It looks like it traveled through a dichromic nebula, was exposed to an intensive gravimetric distortion, and passed within 1 light year of a Class 4 pulsar.
Those phenomena are relatively common.
Like, fuck you, Jordy.
Just like buries him for no reason.
Yes, it concerns Damon Bok.
Bok is no Damon. He was relieved of command 6 years ago.
Ooh.
We had to confine him to Rogue Prison.
But he's no longer there.
He was able to buy himself out about 2 years ago.
Pie himself out.
I understand he was seen in the Darius cluster not too long ago.
But that cluster consists of more than 20 star systems.
You don't have to thank me, Captain.
Oh.
Jean-Luc, come in.
I think I need to talk to a parent.
But I think you should consider this. Are you doing the best thing for Jason, or what's easiest for you?
Got him.
Immediately goes to Troy. Troy, what do I do? I'm not listening to that.
Yeah, are you here?
Yeah? I'm a little shaky.
Well, that's only natural.
But you know what? I feel better already just talking to you.
Oh, no.
But where are you from?
I was born on Beta Z.
All the women there have eyes like yours.
Literally, yes.
I came here to talk to you because I'm the ship's counselor. If you don't want to talk to me in that way, then I think I should go.
Fine.
You're welcome to make an appointment to come to my office.
Maybe I'll do just that.
Ugh.
Failed Riz.
Probably young Picard is probably the same way.
Yeah, we saw what happened when he tried to hook up with his roommate friend or whatever.
Yeah.
I will kill him, Picard. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Security to Captain's quarters immediately.
Go to the Dagobah system.
I have compiled all available records pertaining to Jason Vigo's criminal record. He has been charged 3 times with petty theft and several dozen times with trespassing.
Trespassing.
Several
I believe the
dozen.
charges relate to his climbing activities.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's.
I see you've been digging around in my past, old man.
If only Gaiden was here.
You know, he kind of looks like a less outrageous version of the outrageous Okana.
Yeah, he does.
Just Okana.
What was your name again?
Lieutenant Rhodes.
Actually, I meant your first name.
Oh God, guy can't help himself.
Do you think you could give me some room?
We're supposed to be keeping an eye on you.
Can't you keep an eye on me from over there?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that is a good point. We're literally in 10 forward. Oh, he's a little shaky. Wait, what?
You seem to like rock climbing. The holodeck can create some very challenging climbs.
There really isn't any point in our getting acquainted. Let me know as soon as you catch him, all right?
Well, you tried.
More than my dad did.
Imagine finding out Picard's your dad, and then you turn him down. Biggest L you could do.
I am detecting an object 5,000 kilometers off our starboard bow. It is another probe. It must have been cloaked, sir. It came out of nowhere.
Ferengi with cloaking technology? This is getting out of hand.
Oh boy.
This is another holographic device.
Captain, the probe systems are overloading.
Red alert! Shields up!
Oh.
Little warning bomb?
Message.
Yes, sir. In Bazal, a Ferengi code which uses alternating patterns of light and darkness.
Can you translate it?
I'm attempting to do so.
What an inconvenient way to
The message reads, "My revenge is at hand."
Imagine if Data wasn't here. Oh, that was weird. Anyway.
I hope they got my message. He sent it in an odd old Ferengi language. He probably knows Data's there, though. That android will tell him.
It's odd. It's an odd choice.
Tea Earl Grey hot.
And twice in one episode.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do to bring him back.
How touching. Your apology is worthless to me. You can pay me with your son's life.
No.
You don't have any choice. I insist on being paid.
I mean, honestly, I feel like if you just offered him some Latinum, he'd probably take it.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. The guy's been pretty much excommunicated from the Ferengi government, so who knows?
Medical emergency, Deck 9, Section 4.
Let's go.
Oh, God.
I don't think anyone is born knowing how to be a parent. You just sort of figure it out as you go. But why waste time blaming yourself for not being there? Just be here for him now.
And be patient.
And be patient.
Nice.
Good stuff.
I think we found something, Captain.
Bach was in direct contact with this chair for an extended period. It is showing a distinctive subspace signature as a result.
He pissed all over it.
Computer, where is Jason Vigo?
Jason Vigo is in holodeck 4.
Yeah, he's doing that climbing, probably.
What if he's doing the Captain Kirk climbing program from Star Trek V? Free Solo. Hi!
I like that little moment from the security guard there.
Like, oh shit, oh hey.
Yeah, oh, my boss.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's got to earn his respect.
This falls.
Yeah, right as he gets to the top. Ah!
Breaks his leg.
But I would like to know more about what happened to her, if you wouldn't mind telling me.
She'd heard about all the children that had been orphaned on Kamor from the Cardassian War.
Oh.
That war we just made up.
So she got this big house, practically falling apart. And she started rounding up children. Eventually, there were over 40 of us there. You know, she got up before dawn every day and went to bed well after midnight.
That's
In
not
between, she never stopped working.
That's probably why she died.
Yeah, I mean...
She was attacked by 2 men in the street in broad daylight with the food she was carrying. And if she'd just given it to them, they probably wouldn't have hurt her. But she knew how important the food was to us. So they killed her.
Okay, so not the sleep.
But one thing is clear. You'll never look at your hairline again in the same way.
No, you gotta imagine, this is the perfect scenario for Picard. He's a kid, he's already a full-grown adult.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have to deal with it.
He doesn't have to deal with him being a
Wanted
kid.
to see me.
Yes, it's about Jason.
You are not. Oh, wait. Probably his degenerative
Yeah,
disease.
he's probably dying.
I finished the microcellular scan I was running. There's something you need to know.
Does he have?
Oh, Picard also has it?
Yeah, maybe. A less malicious version? I don't know.
Bach is trying to use his transporter.
Oh!
She told me the info off screen, you bastards.
Initiating transport now. I'm losing his signal.
That seems pretty dangerous.
Bach is reestablishing his lock on it.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's gone. Shit.
Yeah, what do they do? What if this guy just kills Bach? Yeah, he was pretty weak.
Captain, another probe has materialized 500 kilometers to starboard. It is sending a transmission.
They use that same shot, I swear to God.
This is a very special day, Picard.
Oh.
I wanted you to see him one last time.
Oh, wow. I figured he'd want him to see him kill him.
Is there any way we could use a subspace transport from here to get me onto Bach's ship?
How'd they get him back?
He doesn't care. I mean, it takes 3 seconds with the knife to... He's dead.
Maybe Jason's trying to negotiate with him.
Initiating transport sequence now.
Maybe we can make a deal.
Yeah, see?
I understand your desire to live, but I want Picard to see your body so there will be no doubt.
What's up, bitch?
Lower yours or your son dies.
You know as well as I do, Bach. He's not my son.
Damn it!
Miranda Vigo is his mother, but I am not his father. You made it appear so because you resequenced his DNA.
Whoa!
When my ship's doctor investigated it, she discovered what you had done.
No, he'll never pay the ransom.
He's not a daemon. He was stripped of command.
They had no right to do that to me.
He lied to you so that you would help him in his plan.
How would they not know that? Interesting.
I don't know. They lie to each other. Makes sense.
You've got a lot of explaining to do. Your only hope is to turn Bach over to them and tell them that he deceived you.
I like the Ferengi phaser there. That's cool.
There is no profit in this for us.
How did he resequence his DNA?
I don't know. Flip the switch.
Like, kidnap him? Knock him out? Like, you didn't remember any of this?
I don't know. Don't care.
Dr. Crusher feels I'm responding well to the treatment.
Literally gave him a disorder.
I have a life back on Kamor. It's a mess, but I'd like to go back and straighten things out.
So who is his dad in Starfleet?
Good question. How long ago did Kirk die?
I
Oh my God.
a little something into your
Skies.
bag while you were packing.
Would Scotty have still been in the transporter during that time?
Yep.
Oh.
I know you probably preferred a bottle of Sarian brandy, but that's all I could come up with.
I can't accept this.
I want you to have it.
He's not the stepdad, but the dad who stepped up.
Energize.
Like, I still feel something, even though it's not his kid. It's weird. They built that bond up. I mean, I'm sure
Now the absence of not having the son, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you thought for a moment you could have that.
Yeah. Music was also emotionally manipulative.
Yeah. I did like, though, in the cave scene how was no score. Just relied on their acting.
Yeah.
We just watched Bloodlines, Season 7, Episode 22 of The Next Generation. Real quick, Alex, it's funny because I'm a big fan of The Challenge. I know this won't mean anything to you, but this season of TNG and Deep Space Nine has been like a whole bunch of Challenge references because Bloodlines as well as Rivals, which was a DS9 episode, both were seasons of The Challenge. I know that Jonathan and our audience will appreciate that. But anyway, we're going to talk about Bloodlines. But first, our whiteboard reactions.
There's also a lot of family stuff this season as well.
Oh, just in general?
In general, yeah.
100%.
Everyone's family, yeah. Anyway, I think I would call this a solid B-.
That's really funny because I said low B.
Was that 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, I mean, this one was like, we probably feel exactly the same. It's like, it had good stuff. Favorite scene was definitely Picard and Jason in the cave scene in the holodeck. Everything else was fine. Didn't blow me away. I'm glad it wasn't his son for real, kind of. But the son stuff also I didn't hate. So, like, had it been his son, wouldn't have hated it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hated it either. I was okay with it. I was accepting of it. I thought the actor was fine enough if he was Picard's kid. And with episodes such as Second Chances, taking high risks of having a literal clone, basically a literal clone of Riker out there in Starfleet. I'm like, okay, Picard is a kid now. That's fine. And he exists in this world. I think I would have been okay with it because they did it pretty well. But in terms of this episode, yeah, I'm right there with you. This had all the hallmarks of a passable B. Good character stuff, whether it's the cave scene or the stuff with Picard and Beverly, talking about, and to talk to a parent right now. All that stuff was great. But in terms of the stuff I don't give a shit about, Geordi and Data figuring it out, and all the techno aspect of where this Bach guy is, okay, that's fine.
At least it, like, served
the
story.
It served that we get to him eventually. But
And there's no real B-plot.
No real B-plot, but Geordi and Data do all this stuff, but the only stuff I really care about is Beverly figuring out that, hey, it's not his kid. I mean, I guess in terms of things making sense through the narrative, okay, we found out where he was through science. That's great. Yay. Yeah. But it got a laughable moment out of me, and that's why I'm okay with it, because fucking Data just ripping Geordi apart absolutely popped the hell out of me. If they can find a way to do that in those scenes where they're just getting out the explanation of where things are, it would be a lot better. Sneak in some, I don't know, a little bit of flavor in there to make it interesting. A little bit, instead of just matter of fact. I mean, it's Data. He's super nice matter of fact.
Yeah, it's not like he was trying to bury Geordi.
But they can find ways to unintentionally do that sometimes, to give a little bit of spice to make it interesting, because it was fucking hilarious.
And I have complimented LeVar Burton previously in the fact of he can have the most bland, technobabble or realistic science talk, whichever it is, and he's able, through his emoting and his actual passion and just good acting, to make it seem interesting, or make it seem like at least Geordi is interested in it. So here it was a bit more flat, but it wasn't that big of a deal in the episode. My biggest complaints, I have two of them, and they're not big at all. The first one is the writing, written by Nick Sagan. Sagan. It was a bit expositional, especially at the end.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, I predicted straight up in the first act, I was like, I don't think that's actually his son. It would just be such a weird thing to do. But I will admit, by the cave scene, or the climbing scene in the holodeck, I had bought onto it. But once Beverly brings him in, and then we don't see what she told him, instantly it's like, oh, it's that he's not his son, and he's going to reveal that to... I knew exactly where it was going. But then, also, it was expositional when he gets to Bach. We didn't need to hear the whole thing when he's like, you changed his DNA. Okay, that's fine, but you gave him a disorder, and then my doctor ran a thing on him, and she found it. It's like, we just saw that. I know you're telling Bach, but why? Bach doesn't need to know all that either. So it was just a little bit expositional, but really not a big issue. And then my second thing was that Bach is the Ferengi from the Season 1 episode, The Battle, the classic Picard headache episode where he's on the Stargazer bridge.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not the same actor. And the show has just done such a great job at bringing back the same actor. Because I was like, that's not Bach. I knew just from my memory, I'm like, that's not the guy who played him. And interestingly enough, I did a little bit of research. This guy was also the Ferengi that we just saw in Force of Nature. Remember when the Ferengi pops up in that episode for just like one scene? But not the same. He's not Bach. He's a different Ferengi. And then the guy who played Bach originally also showed up again in Menage a Troi, the episode where they kidnap Loaxana and Deanna. So, who knows why they couldn't get the original Bach to come back? Also, he doesn't play Bach in the Menage a Troi. He plays a different Ferengi.
Okay.
So these guys switch out a lot. It's fine, but why make him Damon Bach for it not to be the same guy? Just an odd choice for a show that has been so good with recurring casting.
Is that our first recast?
In what way? Just of
anyone
in the show.
Any previous character.
Previous TNG coming back.
Yeah, or any.
I think it could be. I think it could be, as far as not a recasting of the same actor doing a different character, but bringing back a character and it's a different actor.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I want to say yes. Maybe there's one we're forgetting.
I mean, 4 seasons, TOS, the animated series doesn't really count. The movies, 7 seasons of TNG, 2 seasons of Deep Space Nine, and this is the first one after all that time. They've done all that effort to keep the same actors for the same roles, but this being the first one, that's crazy.
Yeah, if you're correct, that is pretty crazy. I can't think of any others for sure, in terms of, again, not an actor playing different characters, but a character being a different actor. My guess is they figured it's Ferengi, so they're in a bunch of makeup, who cares? But I care. It's just like a little thing I care about.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pretend that this is... Well, I can't even really pretend it's a different Bach because they straight up acknowledge and reference the Season 1 event, which is what made me even think of that. But anyway, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. But those are small complaints. The episode was entertaining. I liked the execution of how it played out, of Picard believing it's his son and then it's not his son. It's a classic TV thing, right? Like, introduce a new element to the show, but then it's not. Then it goes away by the end. Like, it's classic episodic TV.
Yeah. I guess in a way, Bach got a little bit of revenge on him, making him be emotionally attached to this kid. And then, oh, guess what? You don't have a kid.
Kind of lost him in his own way.
Yeah, I mean, he got a slight bit of revenge. Not a lot, but a little bit. Like, I emotionally hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, and also the fact that he's the one who alters his DNA, which, how did he do that? But regardless, he knows it's not his son the whole time, Bach. So, like, by killing him, you're really not really getting vengeance except for the mental aspect of it, which I guess is enough.
Yeah, maybe.
But, yeah, just a little weird. A little weird.
A little odd. An idea. Maybe it's one of those where the idea of it sounds good on paper, and then when you get to it and think about the logistics of it, it's like, oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he figured if I can get Picard to believe it's his son and then I kill him, that's as good as killing his son, I guess.
Make him, yeah, might as well. But in terms of anything else really to talk about this episode, I don't know, because it was just fine. I mean, we talked about the emotional beats. They actually brought back some score for this one. We talked about how the show is silent a lot of the time, but I think the emotional talk between Beverly and Picard, their first talk, there was a good little score behind there, and then a little bit of emotional manipulation at the end there, where I started to feel for this relationship, even though it's not father and son. And I don't know, it makes me think of relationships where I had a father figure who wasn't my dad. I don't know. It did okay in that aspect.
Yeah, a great small Gates McFadden body acting moment when Picard comes in and she's in doctor mode, and then he's like, I want to talk to a parent, and she leans back.
Yeah, she brings her legs up.
Her legs up and leans back, and their conversation was great. Another great conversation. Obviously, neither of us are parents, so we can't relate to that in a direct aspect, but I can still understand and appreciate what they are saying about it.
What do you think about the Troy just coming in for one scene, and then all Kid Picard tries to do is just raise her up, and that's it?
I actually liked it. First of all, I'm glad she was in the episode. Nice to see her.
Yeah.
We only got so many left, right?
Right.
But also, I actually do like it being Picard's son, whatever. But the idea of, how does Deanna handle that? Like going to talk to someone and then they try to hit on her, basically. I don't think we've really seen that before, unless it's been like a straight up devious character. But like this guy is not evil or anything. He just not misinterprets. He knows why she's there, but he tries to hit on her basically, and she just shuts it down and is like, no. If you want to come to my office for an appointment, yeah, I'm out of here. And I like that. It's like, yeah, that's cool.
That's realistic. Yeah, handled it very well. But if I was sitting right here and Deanna comes into my quarters and sits literally right next to me, I mean, I'm going to shoot my shot.
I mean, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? It probably happens to her all the time. No, but yeah, it was a nice. It was. I liked that. Like, and it didn't go too far. It didn't become a side plot or something. Like, it was just one scene, and it's like, oh yeah, that's what would happen in that situation. Realistic writing.
Yeah, it made me think. Okay, this could be Picard's kid, because Picard, when he was a kid, he was probably a young Casanova. I mean, yeah, remember in Tapestry, he doesn't get slapped by that older woman in the bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was a nice little. Oh, maybe it is Picard's kid. They both have that young Riz factor, but it's not his kid, so it's okay.
Yeah, and she's just way out of his league, so he fails. But
yeah.
But it happens. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know if it's because I don't think it's because we're getting to the end of the show. In terms of I have little to say. It's just this felt like it could have belonged in really any season. In terms of the quality, season 7, it makes sense. but also, like, if this had just been thrown in randomly to season 2, 3, 4,
I was
like,
gonna say 3, yeah.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't have been shocked. Like, it just is one of those, just run-of-the-mill. It bumps up from a C to a B for me just because of the acting, really. That's the only thing. The acting from Patrick Stewart, Gaines McFadden. And even the guest was okay.
Yeah,
it wasn't great. It was just a 90s TV actor.
Yeah.
He was fine.
When he was doing his little talk at the end, I started a little wetness in the eyes when he was up on top of the climbing thing. Now, do you think the writer or Nick Sagan or the producers, everyone, they did this episode as a little gag because they knew about Wrath? Obviously, they knew about Wrath of Khan. Like, okay, Kirk as a kid. Let's do a little fake out with Picard having a kid with a very similar situation.
I mean, if that's why they did it, I mean, I like this much better than the David thing. And just to clear it up, my only problem with the David storyline is that Kirk knows. And like, some people are confused about that. Like, no, watch the movie. He knows. He says to his mother right then, "Is that David?" And then he says, "You told me you didn't want me in his life." He knows the whole time. That's what makes me not like it, because it makes me go back to TOS Kirk and go, oh, this entire series, Kirk is aware he has a son out there, and it never comes up, and I don't like that. Picard not knowing about it instantly is like, I have no problem with it. Not an episode, not something I would choose to do, like, oh, let's give Picard a son. So if it had actually been his son, not something I would have chosen, but, it was fine the way they did it.
It has us relate more to the characters. We're going through the emotional journey with him.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a son?
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of having that separation where, wait, you knew about this?
Yeah.
I knew you for 3 seasons of TV.
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me?
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, overall, it's good.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's good. It's good. I mean, it's good. It's fun time. It's fun time. Echar points out a good thing, in which we learn the Ferengi rules of acquisition are amendable, because they bring up they're working on amending them. The only mention of them in TNG. Oh, interesting.
Is that really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I guess so. Yet another I've not seen since first airing, but not much to write home about, really. Long lost son has no interest in getting to know his father because he's learned to be independent without him. Tired trope. I guess it's fair, but honestly, I mean, as someone who, my parents got divorced when I was really young, and I didn't have much of a relationship with my father, and in the very few times that we did have experiences, I don't think it was as far as it went with Picard and Jason here in terms of the straight up denial, but it is true that there's something there of like, once you grow up and it's like, yeah, you're my dad, but we don't have whatever it is that we're supposed to have, and that's neither person's fault, but it's like, what do we do with that? And I liked how both characters kind of wrestled with that in their own ways.
Yeah.
And it didn't go like way over the top like Jason, you're not my dad, get out of here. It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a full-grown adult now. Like, what do you want to do? I mean, I guess we can play father-son, but what is this? Yeah. I gotta read it. I gotta read it for the screen name. I'm sorry. Just every time I see it. Tasha Yar's positronic vibrator.
Picture of Data.
Picture of Data. I'll be honest, I barely remember this episode.
That's fair.
That's fair. You can tell me the premise of this episode, like years down the line, and I wouldn't be able to guess what season it's in, probably.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess maybe I'll remember it in the sense of like, oh yeah, it was right before the show ended.
Maybe.
But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Luton Arsbar, doesn't anyone use contraception in the 24th century? Also, this guy was a different Damon just a few episodes back. Come on! Agreed. And also about the contraception, at this point, I had started to figure, and I think maybe they even might have said something in Star Trek at one point, but maybe not. But I thought, I started to figure that they had just figured out male birth control, because that would be the easiest way to eliminate like accidental pregnancy. Like, women have birth control, a lot of different forms, but you think about like the typical pill form. If men could take a pill and not get, women pregnant, like men would, I don't know, I don't want to speak for all men, but I feel like it would be such an easy fix. Yeah, like it would be such an easy fix for both people involved, and the fact that we don't have that is like very odd to me. Maybe it's something with the male anatomy they can't figure out, but it's like, think about like a male birth control versus a female, you would just think that doing it to the male would make so much more sense. I've never understood this. So I just figured in Star Trek they figured that out, and that's how like Riker can have so much sex, because he just has whatever they need.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yes, obviously I'm aware condoms exist, and that's a form of birth control, but that's not affecting your body. That's something you have to use, put on every time, as to where, females have so many different ways of birth control. I've just always found that very odd when it's like, the men are the problem. It's like, give them the birth control.
It's patriarchy, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting too woke here. We got to move on.
David Claimage. I thought for sure the revenge was going to be that his son was already dying before Picard even found him, and now he'd have to watch his son die right after meeting him. And instead we got some subspace transporter BS.
That would have been brutal. When she first tells him about it, I was like, damn, that would be brutal if she had to watch him die like that. I'm kind of glad that it wasn't the case. That would be very sad.
Very sad. But I love a good tragedy. And I thought for sure, my guess for, okay, what is this? When the Damon first appeared in his bedroom like a ghost. Oh, guess what? It's me, Picard. Oh! I thought, is this whole thing fake? Like this Jason doesn't exist. This Ferengi doesn't exist. It's all some ruse by someone else.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like an even deeper level.
Yeah.
Yeah, how dumb was that whole blow up the probe to send a message?
It's like...
And the message was just what we already knew. Like, the time is at hand. It's like, you've already threatened me several times. That was weird.
Like, you just wanted the different... Because first you sent that holographic thing that could go through, a hologram that can beam onto into the bridge. And, give him the message. Like, oh, I'm going to do it different this time. I'm just going to blow up the ship with lights going. It's odd. It's really odd. Setsuna Yuki. I totally forgot about this episode, and I've watched TNG like 10 times since I was born in the early 90s.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think it's summed up here best by Long Hill Andy. Anyway, on to episode 23. But first, on to episode 22 of Deep Space Nine.